Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beyond Boundaries with Lisa Richmond. I'm Lisa Richmond, and this is Tarot Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. I feel deeply called and connected to channel, actually, a kind of like a pre-reading channel, download, I guess, of a message for the collective for this reading. I'm feeling deeply called to connect into the heart space and the heart spaces of the individuals watching today, and that we can connect our hearts and our heart energy into a cohesive oneness. I have the beautiful vision of the emerald green color, which we just had St. Patrick's Day, which actually I learned has a really dark past. But anyway, that's beside the point. Maybe that was the sadness I felt during St. Patrick's Day. But actually, it's, the heart chakra. And there has been an enormous upgrade, you guys, an enormous upgrade in our collective energy, in our energy bodies. And during this eclipse season that we're in right now, with the retrogrades and the eclipses and all the madness, the madness of March, essentially. But really the message is about grounding in to what is in front of us, what is the here and now, grounding into the energies that stabilize us. It's a very stabilizing energy, they're saying. And when we can go in to a meditation or even like a place in our mind, an energy awareness, like our existence is that of sacredness, even in the real shitty times, like where our existence is so sacred. And you say, how could this be sacred? Well, everything that is transpiring right now is made of sacredness, always. But right now, the sacredness is that of exposure, transformation, change, resurrection. And if it's resurrection, then there had to have been a death occurring. A death of sort. We are in the depths of discovering what makes us sacred and whole as humans, as divine multidimensional beings. There is a very deep-seated connection that is coming through right now, that is connecting each and every one of us in our heart space. So I want you to just take a minute and go into your heart space. And even just breathe into it and allow yourself to kind of encounter yourself, experience yourself in your wholeness and your divinity. And you might just bypass me saying this as just, okay, well, what are the cards going to say? Oh, well, let's see some cards already. No, I want you to hear me. I want you to listen to me. I want you to feel in to your sacred self that is you. You created your existence as a sacred experience of yourself, as a beautiful entity. We are here experiencing ourselves as humans in a third dimensional reality, but have the capability of, multi-dimensional functioning and understanding. The divinity that pulses through each and every one of you on a daily basis, you can't even measure. We don't even have tools to be able to measure it. And so the message here is very clear about connecting into our heart space, which brings us into this higher dimensional frequency. Our heart space is the portal to our sacredness. You are here to experience yourself as a human, to be able to encounter, interpret, transmute, and experience everything you need to grow your soul. This is all sacred, even the mundane. Oh, I feel so deeply touched and moved by this message. So I'm just gonna take a second to really connect in with everybody's beautiful heart space today. And I ask my guides and my higher self to bring through any messages through these cards deemed for the highest and greatest good of all involved, and that we can allow our heart space to speak at a louder frequency than any density or chaos energy, to find that wholeness and that sacredness within. All right, let's see. Let's see what these cards have to say. Oh, Divine, please allow these cards to come through as an extension of the expression in which we are to receive today. Ha! Here and now. So I do believe I did say something about the here and now. I love that validation, I really do. So number 32, the here and now. So if 32 is a number that is resonating, or number 5, which indicates change, the here and the now. And I love the green. That green in the background is so important, indicating for our heart space, as well as the window and the egg, which is really beautiful too. So, okay. What they're drawing attention to really is a lot of the green energy, which is that of our heart space. The here and the now is for you to be sitting in your sacredness right now and learning from the past and knowing what you want to bring into the future, how you want to feel, how you want to express yourself. But there is only the moment of now. There really is only the moment of now. And I really feel that this is a very significant message. Obviously, because I was talking about the here and now and it came forward. And so I feel like Spirit is not, obviously not holding back with the message. And so, and I love how she's kind of waving this red flag. And it's not even a red flag as much as drawing the attention of this moment in time. And what can you look around instead of trying to get out of the pool of the eclipse chaos, but into the existence of your reality that is of now, because it is the most important existence that you're going to obviously have. Oh, then it goes chop wood. Okay, so chop wood is a card of the mundane. It really means almost finding the sacred within the mundane. And that chop wood is okay, gotta get this done. Before we go, we gotta sweep the floors, we gotta put away the groceries, we gotta chop wood in order to, build a great fire. So sometimes the really strong message is about finding that sacredness within the mundane. Because each and every day that you have those mundane moments, as cliche as it sounds, is a gift. I mean, your mundane, everyday, boring life, in which you might perceive as boring, life could be somebody's absolute grand prize. Okay, so this is allowing yourself to see the divinity that is life itself, in which it can create this beautiful, beautiful existence, so to speak. Okay, okay, last card here that they're wanting to bring through. I feel kind of stumbly. I feel like almost dreamy and daisy. Like I'm like, oh, what do I have? You know, what am I? That's funny. Sorry, I got taken a time for a nap because I'm like, I'm really daisy and dreamy. And then it's spirit's like, well, time for a nap then. Lisa, why don't you just take a nap? That's funny. I think that this obviously is more than just me saying that I'm dreamy and daisy. It's an indication also what's coming through really strongly. It's like they sideswiped my thought here, and they said that during this, Mercury retrograde eclipse season, Venus retrograde, like all the things that's transpiring, they're saying this isn't a time for action, actually. This is a time to be in the moment, to produce the day-to-day things that get you when they say the ice breaks. I don't know if this is a term, when the ice breaks. How they show it to me is like when, spring comes and the ice thaws out and it's starting to crack. And then those are like the first sounds of spring, like, oh my gosh, the breaking of the ice, the cracking of the ice. I don't know if this is actually significant or if this is a thing, but they're bringing it through. So if this is significant to you, please drop it in the comments. But time for a nap is like sit in it. Nourish your energy, nourish your heart, and allow yourself for some deep-seated rest, so that once this kind of sleepy time season, and it might not feel sleepy, but it's like it's a non-action, and it's a non-attachment to the action. Okay, that was specific. It's a non-action time, and it's a non-attachment to the action in which you feel you have to make. Okay, so really allowing yourself time for rest is really key in this. Okay, next, you guys, I'm going to use a new deck I just got. It's the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. And it reminded me of my Wisdom of Avalon deck, which is by the same author, Colette Baron-Reid. So I have been having a blast with this deck. And so I want to see if I can connect, if she's ready to use. When you get like a new deck and you have to you got to get to know her first. You really got to dig in and get to the root of what she's like. And the type of messages she brings through. Like some of my cards are just like decks are brutal, right? Okay. The Eyes of Beauty, number 25. Positive expectations and clarity. Okay, so the Eyes of Beauty, positive expectations. And then the Map Maker of Destiny, authentic purpose and inspiration. Number 24. And it's 25 and then 24. So that's interesting because they're all completely mixed up. But I feel that this goes together, even 24 to 25 or 25 to 24. I don't think it much matters, but what's coming through with this is like when you're living your authentic life, when you're living your authenticity and you're making the choices in the here and now that are aligned with your greatest and highest good, and when you ask Spirit to help you move through these choices so that they can be for the greatest and highest good, for that your purpose is aligned, your destiny essentially is aligning with the choices in which you're making and the opportunities that are coming up. You are in that place of destiny. You are in that place of heart space and living your true authenticity. That is when you can expect that, like your dreams to manifest truly. And positive expectations, I mean, like if you can say like my truth, this is my truth, and I'm going to live my truth, I'm going to be in my truth each and every day. And I don't have to, solve world problems or create some incredible new discovery, whatever. Is you just living in your purpose, and your authentic purpose that's when it's like you can expect the miracles. And the eyes of beauty too is like you can start to see the world through the rose colored glasses. You can start expecting to see your reality in that rose colored glasses because you're living your authentic life. All of a sudden, it's that old saying of change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. Truly, that you can start to expect to see these daily miracles in your life that you might overpass on another day because you're looking too far ahead to see, because of what you want to see. Okay, if I do this, then I get this expectation and this comes in the end. And where everything is like managed in your life so that you can see the end result. But what if you stop and you're in the here and the now, and you're so damn true to your authenticity that all of a sudden you start to see life's glimmers. You start to see the eyes of beauty because what you are expecting to see around you is the physical manifestation of your true authentic self. That's power. And that's also what connects us, because all of a sudden you start seeing others living in their heart space because you're connecting the heart space. And that is then through the eyes and what you're seeing, because the heart is what is connecting all of us. Does that make sense? I hope so. That was really powerful. I love it. Okay, how about some tarot? A little bit of tarot. Tarot never hurt anybody, right? So I like to say I use the tarot cards as a sometimes for more specific answers on things, timeline. I can really see how when I use my tarot cards, certain characters will come up as themes for your life. It really can get quite specific on your questions, whereas the oracle cards are more symbolisms. Okay, sometimes they're direct messages, like take a nap. I love that. The wisdom of the oracle is very direct, easy to read, right? All right, tarot. Oh my goodness. We got the Justice card, and then it came up with the Two of Cups. So beautiful energy here. There is also the Two of Cups is like soulmate energy. It's the love. It's the love. And some people think that the Lovers card is kind of the soulmate card in this deck, and it can, but it isn't like considered the soulmate card. It's more considered about like making choices in your life based on love. But this is like specific to kind of soulmate vibes. So if you're in your life right now, kind of wanting some clarity on your love life, your experience with your partner, long-term, short-term, maybe a soulmate energy that might not be romantic love, maybe a soulmate energy of best friend. This is giving best friend vibes for sure. And the Justice card that came before it is quite literally that. It's giving you some damn justice in your heart space. That's what this is, you guys. It is all heart. It is all heart energy today. And the Justice card with the Two of Cups is like, you will get what you deserve. Your good karma is truly coming around. And I know I'm going to hear, well, that's not exactly how it works. Karma doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. I'm using it in the simplest form, is that you've given so much love in your day. And the more that you show up in your authentic light, okay, the more that you show up in your authenticity in the here and the now and see the sacredness in everything that we do, is when you can start to expect some damn justice in your life, where you can start to receive that that same light and love in which you give. Okay, this is a very good energy, I gotta say, for anyone. And I'm not a big like give love life a lot of time, because I'm more about the individual, but this is definitely about like coming to an agreement. Maybe finding the balance in your relationship that allows you to evenly give and take from your cups, you know? And then I have the Strength card, another major arcana. So I love this one because the Strength card, yes, it is about actually having the strength to move through some difficult times. But when it goes with the Justice card, it's kind of like taming the beast. You know how she's given that lion some love, and the lion's like all up in her face, loving the love, when has the ability to like literally rip her to shreds if you want, but it's not going to, because she knows exactly what needs to be done in this situation. That lion isn't one in which she has to demand and like force energy over. She's created this bond in the strength of the bond of the beast, that strength in the beast, that connection and that trust through love, through ease, and not demanding things, but there's this infinity sign too. It's that equal giving and receiving. And I know that might not be the traditional part, but this is what's giving in this reading specifically. And you know what? That balancing act that you're in right now, and to kind of create some balance in your life and create some strength in your heart isn't easy, but it's seeing the everyday things, the everyday gifts, the mundane as being sacred. Honestly, like full circle moment. Full circle moment. I got the Eight of Cups, walking away from what doesn't serve you, and King of Pentacles, owning your power, sitting in your authentic self and saying like, I have absolutely zero F's about anything else but what is this of service for the greatest and highest good, because that's who I am. I'm not going to dabble around in the crap that pulls me under. I'm walking away from that. The Eight of Cups is walking away from what doesn't serve you anymore. You know, the cups are set up, balancing just right, having to be perfect. And this one's like, yeah, you know what? Toodaloo. Sayonara. I'm out. I'm out. And it's making that self-honoring choice so that you can live in your most authentic self. And they're also saying a lot of this has to do with some of the things that might be perceived as like a financial situation that's like you're just at the brink of like receiving the paycheck, or like maybe the things that you're walking away from, that you're holding back, that might be hard to walk away from. Hey, Strength, yeah, might be hard. Shit, you might even be walking away from a relationship that doesn't serve you anymore. The balancing act, maybe the Justice card indicates, that final divorce. I don't know. It could be they're bringing me back into that, actually. Maybe it's you cutting the cords of the old relationships, allowing you to have that intimate connection with yourself. Okay. And then getting to the King of Pentacles, going from the Justice to the King of Pentacles, you're going to get your payout. You're going to get what you damn well deserve because you're choosing yourself. Okay, that's a specific message for somebody. I'm not saying everybody's going through divorce and they're finally going to get paid out. But what I'm saying is that justice will be served for those who stay strong in their true, authentic self and walk away and release from the things that are holding them back from their most authentic self. It pays out in the end. Take the high road every single time, you guys. Don't play games. Don't play the games that maybe others are playing. Okay? That's a big message. I love this reading so much. Okay, I'm going to pull one final card from the Sacred Symbols Oracle as a validator, as the end validator for what we pulled through today. Relief. And it's so green. Yes. Oh, number 12. Or 3 if you break it down, 1 plus 2. So there's some relief. I really feel like that's this vibe right now. especially this, is end the relief, take a nap, like here and now, be in that sacred moment, do the things each and every day that are true, authentic to you, see the beauty in your everyday, justice that will serve, the strength needed to be able to take in this payout, have the relief. And that is about your heart space too. They're telling me to read. I don't usually read, as you know, because I haven't read from any other card, but they're telling me to really read the relief. The end of suffering or hard times, a much needed relief or break in the energy, miracles, rescue, and reprieve. Meditate this symbol when all seems too much. Feel it blast out the negative as you call in strength to your heart. You kidding me, guys? That's amazing. The symbol, end strife. End strife is an Icelandic magical stave associated with ending suffering and calming anger. Guys, this is amazing. And I brought this little because it's like such a heartstone. And it's my magic wand that I use all the time. So, you guys, this is heart space energy. This is allowing yourself to see the sacred within everything, that deep energy that came through at the beginning. It's now honestly shared with every one of us that is listening to this, because I connected my heart space to each and every one of you. And it's so powerful when we do this. So allow time to really integrate this message in your heart space, to be able to see your existence through those rose-colored glasses, because that's your life. Okay? I love you so much, and I'm so grateful that you stopped in today and took part in this awesome, fun, beautiful, loving reading. If you want to work more with me, head on over to my website at lisarichmond.ca. I've got lots of offerings there. I can do card readings for you, as well as like one-on-one intuitive mediumship. I do mentorship. I do life coaching, spiritual counseling. That's kind of my background. Well, not kind of. My background is in trauma therapy, and Spirit came through and said, we're going to do it this way. So I'm just so grateful, you guys. I truly am. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and my ability to get the message out there and help people connect into their heart space. So truly, from my heart to yours, I send you this reading with love, and I hope to see you again, hopefully on Thursday, for Thoughtful Thursday, when I come on and I just direct channel message from Spirit and guardians and angels for the greatest good. Okay, guys, we will see you all again soon. Sending love. Bye.